and welcome to Vlogmas 2024. It's finally here. I keep going to call it Vlogtober, and all through Vlogtober I kept wanting to say Vlogmas. I'm coming to you today from the other end of the couch. I was going to sit in a different seat. I've had to move my nice armchair because I've now got the Christmas tree over there. The armchair's now the window, and I did sit there, but the lighting on me was just awful. It made my top look fluorescent orange. It was very odd. So I'm sitting over here, so I've got a nice view of the tree and the fire. But anyway, let's get on with Vlogmas. It's a little bit late in December now to be starting Vlogmas, but the 1st of December came and went, and I just did not feel like doing much vlogging, and I'm never ever going to force it if I'm not in the mood. I ended up having quite a busy weekend and I just couldn't really get my head around starting Vlogmas. Both Saturday and Sunday I actually went along to Hill of Tarvet Mansion House, which is another National Trust for Scotland property near me. They had a Christmas fair on and they asked for volunteers to go along and sing some carols, and I've always quite fancied being in a choir, and I thought that would be my little chance to have a go at singing. So I went along Saturday and Sunday and did that, and I did enjoy it. I really enjoyed singing, and it was nice to sing some Christmassy songs. We sang some more traditional songs as well as a few of the more modern, well-known ones. But it was a strange kind of day because it was in the middle of the day just for a short time, but just feel like it threw my routine out, and I felt really weird all weekend. I don't know, I can't explain it. I always feel quite busy at December, so I think it was just the thought of having lots to do. So I've picked up the camera just a little bit over the past few days, but I think what I'm going to do with Vlogmas is very similar to what I did during Vlogtober, and just pick up the camera as and when I can, and then put vlogs together where it'll be a few days all at once. There is no way I'm going to be doing daily vlogs, but you'll already know that by now because you won't see this video until a few days into December. So yeah, I'll pop up now and again and it'll be a nice wee surprise when you do see me, okay? I am going to introduce myself because I've had lots of new followers over the past few months and I never ever remember to introduce myself. My name's Rachel and I'm the owner of Ray Me, which is my little business. I make and sell handmade craft storage and craft supplies. So you'll see lots of sewing going on, lots of chatting about sewing, lots of fabric. I also do lots of crafting for myself as well. So I knit, crochet, sew, trying to do a bit of painting like watercolours, paper crafting, lots of cooking, a bit of gardening perhaps, maybe not so much in the winter, but I'll try my hand at most crafts. So throughout December, certainly I'd like to throw in a few more in there, because why not, as if I've not got enough to do. So yeah, I'll just be coming on, having a wee chat, showing you what I've been up to, and yeah, that will be my Vlogmas. I think this is the 6th year of Vlogmas, and sometimes it feels like I've shown you everything already and I've just showed you the same stuff every year, but I think that's what we all like. We like coming back to the familiar, we like seeing everyone's decorations, seeing what people get up to in their families, in their homes. So yeah, I'll just be joining in with a bit of that.
Told lies. I can only hope that Santa Claus and my records agree. Then maybe this year Santa's coming home to me. I have found the perfect tree.
I have got a Christmas cast on. If you've been following my vlogs for any length of time, you'll know that once upon a time I knitted lots of socks, and over the past few years I fell out of love with socks. But I was speaking before, a few vlogs ago, about casting on some Christmas socks, because that's what I used to always do. So I think in the last video you did see me winding up some yarn. So I've got my Christmas project bag here looked out. This is one I made years ago. I've popped my Christmas cast on tag on there. I have got a few of these for my shop if you'd like one. I've also got a few left saying my advent, so if you've got a lovely yarn advent or some other kind of special advent, you can get a wee tag for it if you'd like. So in here I've got my 2 little cakes of yarn, which is Jolly Holly by Green Lambkin Yarns, and I have cast on 2 at a time toe up vanilla socks. I've done my toe already, and I've just been managing to do a few rounds here and there, which requires no thinking at all. And I've got them both on the same set of needles. I couldn't remember how to do 2 at a time socks. I thought I used 2 pairs of needles, but I did that and then I knitted, and then they both ended up on one set of needles, and I was like, that works just fine. So is that how I used to do it? I cannot remember, but it's working for me now. So doing them 2 at a time, because I definitely get second sock syndrome really bad. So these are on the go, just keep knitting till I get to the heel, and then when it comes to doing the heel I will put them on separate needles because it gets a little bit tricky. It's been a good few years now since I've knitted socks, and the last ones probably were advent socks, 3 or 4 years maybe, so it's a bit of a learning curve for me, or a reminder for me on what I'm doing. So I'll see how we get on, but I'm glad to be using up some of my Christmassy yarn as well. Got a little stitch marker on there, which is a little snowy Christmas tree, and that is also one of Green Lambkin's. Suzanne gave me the yarn at some point as a gift, a Christmas gift one year, so it's nice to be able to cast that on. Oh, I am reading a Christmas book as well, which I've forgotten to bring down, but I'll show you that at some point. I've just finished putting together this little batch of scrappy patchwork things. I have already shown, did I show these last time? I think I did. I had made a few, no it wasn't them, was it? Oh, it was the advent ones. I showed them last time that I was making some advent labels. I've got 2 left. You can only just see Snoopy peeking out on them both. So I'm going to pop these in my shop along with the other tags that I've made. So I made myself a Christmas cast on one, which is now on my project bag, but I've made a few more in such beautiful scrappy fabrics. I love that gingham for Christmas, and the dots. I love all those fabrics, it's so nice. And then there's a little Snoopy one there too. So that is Christmas cast-ons. And there's some more I've done with a little snowman as well, just a slightly different colour. And they're all backed with just whatever scraps I had lying about. So yeah, we've got the snowmen or the reds for Christmas cast-ons. So yeah, that's all Christmas cast-ons, and I did a few more with just Happy Christmas on because I've done these in previous years and they've always been popular. So I've got a couple there with the snowmen as well, again just random lining back-ends, and then I've got that lovely one and a couple of more like red and green traditionally ones, but there's metallic gold in the fabrics as well, and I've outlined it with metallic gold thread, so they're really sparkly. I like how the light's picking that up. That's got a nice Scandi fabric on the back as well. So there's a few Happy Christmas ones. So there's a little stack of labels. I've also made a couple of bookmarks. I've got the snowmen as well, just lined with whatever, not lined, backed with whatever I had spare in my scrap pile. And I've also done some gorgeous red and gold, sort of more traditional looking Christmassy ones, which I absolutely love as well. I really love red and gold for Christmas, but I'm loving the pinks and the blues as well. loving it so much. So I've got a few bookmarks. I made a couple of other bookmarks, but I've noticed some really silly mistakes on them, so they're going to be seconds. I think I'll maybe just keep one myself. The patchwork wasn't secured enough and it's poking out there, so it's not sealed. I put a dab of fabric glue on it, and there was a bit further down, I think it's on that one. The same thing happened, so I just hadn't paid attention when I was sewing it. So just goes to show, even someone with as much experience as I do still makes silly mistakes, and I get really annoyed with myself when I make silly mistakes. So I'll keep one for myself. I'm not really sure what I'll do with the other one. If you are placing an order from my shop and you'd like the other one, let me know and I'll pop it in. The first person who asks order, you can have it for free. I have put a dab of glue on it so it won't come apart. So I'm going to finish up for now. I need to go out and pick Joshua up from school. Tomorrow's job will be getting these all photographed and put in my shop. I'm just having a coffee to warm up. It is coffee. It looks a terrible colour, but I put in some oat milk, which never really has a strong colour. So I've just had that to warm up just now. It's just before 3:30. The light is starting to go. It's, yeah, feeling very wintry suddenly because it's very dark in the mornings and it's getting very dark quite early on. But yeah, I don't mind packing up this afternoon. I'm off to pick up Joshua. We're going to pop into Lidl, pick up a few bits and pieces as well, and then hopefully a nice cosy evening.
Come on, I need to hear you now. Jingle, jingle, jingle with me now. I got my love to keep me warm. Winter weather, I love the winter weather. 'Cause Christmas time is pulling us closer to each other. Winter weather.
It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, and of course on a December day the light is drawn in. I've come up here to do a bit of work. I've got the essential kit here. I've got a cup of tea, I've got a few props. I'm going to take my pictures of the bookmarks and the tags that I made the other day. I am going to put my Serious Readers high definition table light to the test today. I'm going to be using it to put a good light on my products for taking some photographs, and already I like the fact that it's really picking up the metallic in the bookmarks. And if you know me, you know I love a bit of metallic. I've even got snowflakes down at the bottom. I've got a little bit of metallic to them here. So my high definition table light has daylight wavelength technology, which replicates the daylight spectrum. So I've got my beam turned up full, which means it's going to cover a bit more of my working area today. And I'm going to use it to take some really nice photographs. I'm going to get some nice clear shots of the bookmarks, and I've bought a few books up for props, of course. I'm going to be angling my light a little bit lower when I do the tags. I can just move it to wherever I want using the handle here, and it's got a super bendy neck, but also the beam itself can change using the handle, and I can twist the light here and it just gives me a smaller beam or a larger beam depending on what I want. Serious Readers are giving me a discount to give you guys as well. You can get £100 off a lamp. You can also get free delivery. The lights are made in the UK, which is really nice, and they all come with a 5-year warranty as well, which is super handy. There's different lights available too. This one is the high definition table light. There's also a floor light as well, which I think would be super handy, especially if, like me, you like to sit in a nice chair downstairs in your living room and do a bit of knitting or sewing. It'd be really handy to have a floor version of this that you can just have pointed over your work. These are the other tags that I'm going to be taking pictures of along with the bookmarks, but already I can tell I'm going to be really happy with the effect that the light is going to give. It's given a really nice clear daylight, and it's definitely not that clear daylight outside. It's quite overcast and cloudy and dull, but yeah, the photos are going to come out really well, I think. I am finding that as soon as the daylight starts to go, so does my energy, my enthusiasm, my willpower. I'm finding myself very, very unmotivated at the moment. I just want to sit, drink tea, eat biscuits, veg out, and it's taken all my willpower not to do that. So I'm going to go back up to the sewing room. I've had to buy some new fairy lights for my window because the last ones have stopped working. I think one of the bulbs has gone. It's the older fashioned type of bulbs where you can pull each one out, but I don't know, it's going to cost me more money to buy replacement bulbs than it is just to buy a new set of lights. So I've bought some new lights today, so I might go and pop them up, get it looking all sparkly, grab a coffee and decide what I'm going to work on next, because I was doing the scrappy projects, the labels like this one and a few other designs, and I've done some gorgeous bookmarks as well, and I just need to decide what I want to make next. This month is always a month where I get things out my system, things that I've wanted to make but not had time, or ideas that I've had. It seems to be now that I do it, because I'm not rushing to fill up my shop with other stuff at the moment, just because I do need that bit of a break and a bit of a headspace break as well. So I've got a couple of little things in mind that I'd like to try. Maybe this would be a good afternoon to go and give them a go. Maybe I need a kick up the bum. Could you all give me a big joint kick up the bum? Give me a push. I've came and sat down here and put the tree on and the fire on, and it's just all so inviting, and I'm going to have to go and leave the room and go and work. Oh, right. Gonna go get my coffee. I will catch up with you throughout Vlogmas. I'd like to share with you some of the decorations that I've made over the years. There's quite a lot, and it's really nice pulling them out year after year and sort of remembering, because you put them away for Christmas and then you forget, or I forget till the next year what I've got. So it's been really nice pulling stuff out and just remembering years ago when I made them. I'm not planning on making any more decorations this year, I don't think, but you know what it's like, you go on Instagram, you see stuff and you're like, oh yeah, I could just make that, I could make that, forgetting that you've already got things planned that you need to get done in December too. I do have a few gifts that I thought I'd like to make, so yeah, there's a big long list and time is running out. I do always get like this in December, it's very silly, and I know I've got all year round to prepare. Will I ever learn? Nah, probably not. I am just coming on quickly to show you what I'm reading. I have been reading this one, which is a Cressida McLaughlin Christmas Carols and a Cornish Cream Tea, and I have said recently that I've stopped reading this kind of genre of books, the chick lit. I've really changed my taste in reading this year and I'm enjoying a lot more grittier things that I thought I'd never enjoy. You're just a bit wonky there. So I always like to read Christmas books like this, and I have got quite a few on my shelf that I hadn't read, so I went to choose one and ended up picking this one. It's not too bad, but it's not really doing it for me. I've nearly finished it. I'm reading it just to get it finished really, but yeah, I'm not enjoying this type of book anymore. I started this one sort of half-heartedly and I thought, do you know what I need? I need murder. I've really been enjoying some crime books recently, so I went online and had a look for cosy Christmas crime. So cosy crime is a genre. Cosy crime is kind of like your Thursday Murder Club books. There's probably other types, I'm not quite sure off the top of my head. But I found this one and ordered it from the library, so I've had this one sitting, but I am gonna finish this one. I'm not sure what this will be like, but it appealed to me from the few that came up, like Christmas crime books, so I'll see what it's like. I think what I'm going to do over the festive period is order a few library books just so I've got a little pile there. Not that I don't have a big to be read pile downstairs already, but I've been enjoying the Ellie Griffiths series, the Ruth Galloway series that she's written, so I think I'll order the next one in so that I can read that if I want to start something else over Christmas, because I'm loving that series, and I do have a pile of books downstairs as well, so I will be sorted. But just thought I'd show you what I have got on the go, and hopefully we'll be moving on to very soon. Maybe I'll get that started this weekend. It's a Thursday, and on Thursdays I take the morning out and I go to volunteer with the National Trust for Scotland. I go along to Falkland Palace, which is in a beautiful ancient little village, and I help out with the garden team, and I love it, absolutely love it. I go there and it's beautiful surroundings, I'm in nature, I'm with my volunteer friends, I'm doing some gardening, a bit of exercise, and it's just fantastic and I love it. And Lots of you guys love it as well, I know. I always get nice comments on my vlogs when I post pictures or footage of the palace. So I will try and get a bit of footage today. I thought today was our last week, but I think I might be in next week, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'll take some footage today just in case and get that in the video today. It's actually a really warm day today. It's warmed up a lot. As in there's no frost, which is great. I think we are going to be cutting stuff back at the moment. But yeah, we'll go along and we'll find out what jobs are in store for us today.
Hey, Santa, the city is covered in snow tonight. Where did my love go? Santa, I'm waiting for him, but he's nowhere inside. And all of the presents are still by the tree. They don't mean a thing till he's here with me. If you know where he is, please give him a ride. And I will wait here by the candlelight, 'cause his love is all I need. And my love I can guarantee. So please, Santa, bring back my love tonight. Hey, Santa, sleigh bells ringing and my friends by my side.
I've made a couple of pouches to go in my shop. I've not made these for ages, but they are so useful, and I showed one in a vlog recently and I was asked about them. But I've made some with a sort of little bit of a wintry theme, I think. So I've got the dotty one and I've lined it with some tartan. How nice does that look? And it's got a gold thread running through the tartan there. It's really lovely. So it's slightly Christmassy with the tartan, but obviously you can use it all year round. And this fabric with the love hearts, which I just like so much. It's kind of Christmassy, but not. And I couldn't resist using a bit of the gold stripe, metallic gold stripe, and I've just teamed that with cream for the rest of it, and I think that is absolutely beautiful. So I've brought up a few props. I've got a little stitch marker ring which can attach to the ribbon, so I'll use that on both. I've bought a few stitch markers, one of which is a bell. I actually thought that was red, but it's pink one I've pulled out. A little waffle just for cozy, and one of the cute little snowmen that are in my shop at the moment. So just set up a little prop, and I've brought up a little pair of scissors. I'm waiting on more stock of the pink. They sold out faster than I realised. You guys really love these little scissors. I've been selling loads of those, but they can also attach either to the ring or they can attach straight onto the ribbon as well. The top of the pouch is also a pocket, so you could put them in there too. I'll attach it on and show you what that looks like. Okay, so I've set up a pouch as it would be set up if I was using it, and the stitch marker ring just can sit out like that, which I think is really useful. And it's got a magnetic fastener there so you can open and close it. And I've got my little scissors here. You could probably angle them so that they go up in there, the little pocket. So in here I've got the little pocket. It is padded, so you can use this to store needles and pins. It's just the right size for my little needle gauges. These are for knit needles. Very cute. And that fits in there just nicely. You've got a large pocket here, which is quite good for your notebook, your project notes. These are also in my shop with the square pages. You could probably put your knitting pattern in there. I've got some circular needles in here, but if you like to keep them in the packet, then they fit in the big slot here as well. And I've got slots here for, oh, I need to go over that with the iron to take off the pen lines. Yeah, you've got slots here for pens. I've got a crochet hook there, needles. You could put DPNs in there. You could also use this pouch if you are a journaler. Sorry, I've just had that the wrong way. And you can keep all your journaling supplies in here. You have pens, paintbrushes, glue pens, etc., stickers, your little journal book, and there's so many uses, but for knitting, crocheting, sewing, all that kind of thing, they're just super duper handy. And everyone who has one of my pouches cannot believe just how much it holds. They are nicknamed little TARDISes. But yeah, they are really beautiful. I've just got a couple made at the moment, but I think I will maybe try and make a few more. That might be my next little project to work on. Maybe. There's so many projects I want to do. These will be in the shop by the time you see my video. I'm just going to take some photographs now. I think I said that already. Yeah, the light is going again, so I'm going to pop my table light on for a little bit of extra brightness and get the photos taken. It's Friday and I think I'm going to wrap up this vlog here, this first instalment of Vlogmas. I'm going to get on with a bit of work now. I've had a busy morning. It's been a post office day. I've been to the gym, been to the supermarket. I've just had a nice lunch. So everything that you've seen in this vlog that I've been making is now in my Etsy shop. So if there's anything you'd like, just head over there. There will be a link below the video in the description box. And I also want to say there are still some Christmas boxes left if you'd like to get yourself one. These are lovely surprise boxes where you get a project bag made by me, a really lovely hand-dyed skein of yarn. You can choose from 100 grams sock or DK or just a 20 gram mini, and the yarn has been dyed to coordinate nicely with the project bag. And there's also other items in the box that will all be individually wrapped. Lots of other little gifts, really lovely stuff for you to enjoy for your home. Just if you like my tastes, my aesthetics, then you'll love the box. It's full of gorgeous little surprises, all of which have been handmade here in the UK by lots of other small businesses. So feels really nice that I can in turn support other businesses as well with these boxes. So I've still got a few left in my shop. So if you'd like one, order one now and it should be with you before Christmas. What else have I got? I also sell mystery boxes in my shop, and this allows me to make up boxes for you to a certain value, and they are worth a lot more than what you pay for them. And when I've done boxes throughout the year, I usually end up with a few of extras of the items going in them. So you'll get a really good mixture of products in these boxes, lots of things which will be from other small businesses as well. It's a really nice way of giving yourself a little treat. Everything comes wrapped as well, so even if you just want to get a little one for yourself, it's a lovely little surprise. And no two boxes will be the same either. I dropped some stuff off at the charity shop the other day, and of course came home with some new books. I saw Cherie of Ollie and Bella was talking about this one in her podcast the other day, and I liked the description that she gave. It sounded really interesting actually. Not to be confused with The Housemaid. The Housemaid is a different book by a different author, which I've also read this year, but this sounds completely different, so I'm really looking forward to that. And again, it sounds like the genre that I like, a bit of a mystery. I think there's a murder. I sound really dark talking about murder all the time. And I also picked up this one. I think I read, or I had a look at this when I was in WH Smith one day going to the post office. It's about someone on social media. I don't really read the blurbs too much, so I'm not going to read it, but says it's deliciously dark, so we'll see how I get on with that one as well. It looks like it's barely been read. It's in very nice condition, as is the maid actually. Yeah, somebody's just sort of opened that and read it like this, I think. But yeah, I'm really excited by some new books. I'm going to go make a coffee, I think, and go upstairs and get on with some more work. I did cut out some fabrics yesterday ready to sew. No doubt in the next instalment of my Vlogmas I'll be showing you what I've made because they'll be finished. Josh will be home shortly as well, so it's going to be a really quick afternoon, but I hope you are having a nice December. I hope you're enjoying all the Vlogmases out there. I know I am. I really love catching up with people and what they're doing and how they spend their Decembers and how they prepare for Christmas. It's really nice to watch. So I will catch you next time, and thank you so much for joining me. I know it's been a bit of a longer one and you're probably busy watching all the other Vlogmases out there, so thank you again for joining me on mine, and I will see you next time. Bye!
The wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of